Lord Drakkon is coming back in 2023 in his own one-shot. That's right, Lord Drakkon is coming back. Now, if you didn't know, I kind of knew about this a while ago with one of the sort of trade backs that was sort of leaked on Amazon, and it sort of had the plot synopsis for this book. But if you didn't know, Drakkon is getting his own little one-shot in Power Rangers Unlimited that is going to tie into sort of like the big main next storyline we're getting in the Melissa run right now. And I'm super excited because Drakkon is back, baby. But not only that, he's got his own ragtag team of heroes from across the grid. Well, from the world of the Coinless. And it looks like he's going to be facing off against Spector. Now, sorry, my throat is drying up. Let's look at these covers. Range Command has them on their Twitter, and they've also got them on their the plot synopsis on their site. So let's have a look at it. Oh, I love that Ranger Slayer cover. It looks cool. So here's the main one. You've got Dark Spector in the background. Then you've got Scorpina. You've got Zack. You've got Trini. You've got Kia for some reason. Kia being on this cover is the one that interests me the most, because Kia, she was sealed away and she hates Drakkon probably just as much as everyone here right now. So everyone in this panel hates something, has something against Drakkon. From Scorpina to Zack to Trini to Ranger Slayer and even Jason over here from the Drakkon New Dawn run. So this is crazy to see. And then you've got Dark Spector in the background, because if you don't know, Drakkon New Dawn ended with sort of Dark Spector being this looming threat, and they sort of had to fight this parallel universe of Dark Spector's minions, like Gel Ecliptor, and Andros was sort of being the general, taking the place of Corone, which was really cool to see. Now let's look at the other covers. Here's the helmet cover of Ranger Slayer in her like final form. We saw at the end of Drakkon New Dawn her queen, her Ranger Slayer queen form, which is a cool looking suit. I hope Hasbro does like Lightning Collection figures of these later down the line. They're probably not going to do it, but hopefully they do. But if they did do it, they'd probably mess it up with their quality control. And then we've got classic Ranger Slayer on the cover. I love this design of Ranger Slayer with sort of like the mohawk hair and the cape and stuff like that, and the bow. I love her design. I love Ranger Slayer because Ranger Slayer gave me like Future Trunks vibes like back in the day, because of how cool she is. But let's read what this is about. Let's jump over to Ranger Command and read what this is about. Let me put on my glasses, because I'm doing this like early in the morning, so my eyes aren't all there, so give me 1 second. Okay, I have glasses on now, so let's read it. A new threat emerges for the Power Rangers in this summer at Boom Studios. Witness the rise of the Drakkon Rangers. Oh, that is cool, so he is literally getting his own team. The Drakkon Rangers in June 2023. Sixth Ranger is probably doing backflips right now, because like me, he's a big Drakkon fanboy, and he's probably freaking out about this. Or he might have mixed opinions about this, because I don't know if he covered Drakkon New Dawn or has his thoughts on Drakkon New Dawn, so I'll have to ask him. I'll have to hit him up in the DMs and ask him if he read Drakkon New Dawn, or I'll wait for his video to drop. But let's read this. So, as of the medium-spanning fan-favorite villain Drakkon wasn't enough of a threat, Mistress Vile has special plans of her own. That will bring the Rangers' greatest foe into our world. But this scheming isn't without consequences for Drakkon, and he'll have to take a page from Drakkon's book if he wants the world of the Coinless to survive. So, how does Drakkon end up in the world of the Coinless? That's what I'm curious about, because we've got the Master Arch coming into play in the MMPR run, and then we've got Mistress Vile trying to sort of activate the Master Forge, and I'm wondering if Drakkon gets sent there, or Drakkon finds some kind of wormhole that gets sent back to the world of the Coinless. I don't know, like, that's hard to say. Like, I'm curious to see how Drakkon winds up in the world of the Coinless again, because at the end of like Eltarian War, he kind of went in his ship and sort of took off, and hopefully we'll get an explanation of how he ended up in the world of the Coinless, because this is like a totally different Drakkon in a reformed world that he once ruled, and everyone's like a different person now. Ranger Slayer's the ruler. Jason's still alive. Adam died in that Drakkon New Dawn run. So, and not only that, the grid got cut off. That was like one of the main things in Drakkon New Dawn, like the grid got cut off. So this is kind of like a sequel to that. So let's read it. So Adam Caesar, the writer of Bram Stoker, Clown of the Cornfields, and Dead Mall. I have not heard of those series. So he's a big fan of horror. That's pretty cool. Okay. So Adam's a huge fan of horror. That's pretty freaking awesome. Let's read Adam's quote. I got to work in the world of Power Rangers 1 through 4 and a short story way back during Shatter Grid. I wonder what story that was. And I've wanted back in ever since. And to get help tell this story, Drakkon assembling a new team of Rangers, and the Coinless is super messed up, so the storytelling coloring with shades of George Romero and Mad Max. Moises freaking Hidalgo, come on, this is incredible. So we've got Moises back as the artist, which is really great. I love their artwork. Let's see. Adam's scripts are okay. I'll put his thing about different Adam. Coming back to the world of Power Rangers and Boom Studios is such a special thing for me. As another Chilean, okay, so they're talking about how they're grateful to work on this comic, which is cool. I love Moises' artwork in the Power Rangers comics. It's really cool. And then they talk about, Allison talks about Adam coming back. Okay, so that's the Adam they're talking about. I thought they were talking about Adam in the Power Rangers comic. But that could happen, you never know. And then they talk about 30 years of Power Rangers and Boom Studios, and this is dropping on June 28th. Let me just check my calendar real quick. Okay, you guys probably can't see it right now. Let's see. June 28th, that's a Wednesday, so that's the end of the month. So, we've got, let's see, I'm looking at my calendar right now. We've got MMPR issue 106 coming out in next week, along with MMPR and TMNT 2 issue 4 coming out. Then in April we've got that finale, so then I guess May is gonna... Oh, April we've also got Ranger Academy. And then we've got we've May, I don't know, well, we've got, I think we've just got one Power Ranger comic, and in June we're gonna have this comic as well. So a fair bit of Power Ranger stuff coming out, and then whatever they announce later down the line. So I'm really excited for this. Let me have the image up. So I'm really excited for this because I'm curious to see what adventures they're going to tell with Drakkon out in space and him forming his own Ranger team. Because like I said, everyone in this has something against Drakkon. Like, everyone has interacted with this Drakkon in some shape or form. You got Scorpina, who wound up in his universe, and she told him about Dark Spector. You've got Zack, who went to war with Drakkon with the Coinless. Same with Trini. Kia went batshit insane because of seeing Tommy as Drakkon, and how Drakkon infused her with the Morphin Grid, and she didn't want another Drakkon, so that's how she turned into this villain trying to be the hero. And then Ranger Slayer, we all know Ranger Slayer's history. And then Jason, if you read Drakkon New Dawn, Jason sort of gets locked up for many years, a couple of years I want to say, and he sort of watched everything going on, and everyone thought he was dead, and they kind of retconned him into being alive, which was a whole other controversy. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm definitely going to cover it on the channel like I do with all Power Ranger comics. Definitely going to talk about it. But I'm so excited. I'm hoping we see Drakkon soon in the comics and see how he comes into play later down the line. That's one thing I'm hanging out for. But what do you guys think of this? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Take care. Bye.